Today's Friday the 7th, and we are so happy to welcome our new planning director, community planning and building director, Anna Jeanette. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on our vlog.
Glad you're here.
Don't forget to say hi to my mother. We're all getting in trouble. And we want to hear from you. So we're going to blast through a couple of administrative things really quickly, and then we want to hear about your perspective on week number 1.
Sounds good.
Of hundreds. We had a great couple of meetings this week. We had City Council on Monday, Tuesday. I want to thank everyone who came out and our team for talking about being emergency prepared and fire aware. That was on repeat last night. Thank you to the CRA. We had a great forum. Chief Miller, the commander who's been here a month, did a great job. Commander Trayer. And thank Graham and Nancy and the CRA for a really great forum talking about wildfire and, again, emergency preparedness. All our partners. I came up with this thing, Brandon, last night. It was called. Graham asked me what are my takeaways, and I came up with this thing while sitting there, kind of like the 3 C's of emergency preparedness: communication, coordination, and cooperation. And so, communicating with our stakeholders, right? The community and our residents and our staff and everyone who's involved. Coordinating with our partners and partner agencies. So obviously Monterey Fire is our fire department, but other agencies. And then I guess the other one was that coordination? Cooperation with our volunteer groups, whether it's our amazing CERT team or our amazing VIPS team or Carmel Cares or Friends of the Carmel Forest or all these other groups that really help us be prepared for emergencies. So I thought that was pretty witty.
Yeah, very witty. Thanks. Yeah. Takes a village to protect a village.
Yeah. So last night's you can watch the presentation from Monday on our YouTube channel, and then I believe Nancy and Tim Toomey recorded last night's session on the CRA page.
And if we can get the link for that today, we'll put that in the Friday letter as well.
Yeah. So it was great. So, and this is again an ongoing. We're never fully prepared, so we'll continue to update these. Wanda Vollmer, one of the co-captains of CERT, contacted me this morning. She's already thinking about the next Carmel Prepares meeting, so that's great. All good things. We got great direction from council on our relationship and agreement with the Carmel Public Library Foundation for the renovation of the Harrison Memorial Library. On Tuesday, we got great direction from council on the flock camera system. So Chief Tomasi, as soon as he gets better, will be finishing his work on that. And then real hats off to the finance team. The council accepted our annual financial statement for our ACFR, Annual Comprehensive Financial Report. So we're in line again for, I think, the 8th or 9th year in a row getting a GFOA award. So that's great. That's what I have. And then real quickly, next week, the Forest and Beach Commission meets on Thursday the 13th. They're going to talk about e-bikes and Mission Trail Nature Preserve, beach cleanup, pickleball update, no action, but just an update, and then a fancy one, alpacas on the beach. Not llamas, alpacas.
Wow.
Yeah. All good stuff. So that's what
all
I got.
Good stuff. Okay. Speaking of next week, Planning Commission's next week on a special day because we are actually closed on Wednesday. We're going to be on Tuesday next week. One of the things that we had been talking about having on the agenda for next week was a continuation of the roof discussion, alternate roof materials, specifically metal roofs. We're gonna be continuing that item to the following month. We realized we had a nice meeting yesterday with our Design Tradition Steering Committee, and we realized we want to pull together some more information for the Planning Commission to consider, including physical samples. Anna, you were there for that meeting, and I think that'll help guide that conversation a little more thoroughly to have some stuff to look at and touch. We've been collecting samples, but we've got some ideas for some additional samples and some additional policy considerations. So just the regular agenda next week, which Annie, you've already been digging in and reviewing staff reports. Yeah. So we've got a handful of design review items on the Planning Commission next week. No, are we talking about what else? There's a policy item we're talking about though with respect to artificial turf. Okay, so that should be interesting as well. So come out next week if you want to on Tuesday for the Planning Commission. As I said, we're closed Wednesday. Typical City Hall is closed, Public Works is closed, but critical services are still available. So if you need something, call our non-emergency line, unless it's an emergency, and then call 911, and we'll be around. Other upcoming exciting things, we're going to have our twice annual priorities setting meeting with our city council. That date is set, February 27th.
Yep.
Chip, I don't think we have a time yet though, right? We're still
Yeah, I think
working
we're
out.
still working that out
Okay.
with a couple of the members. So
Okay.
typically it's, it's like a half, and you'll be there unless you've got a vacation day or something scheduled. It's usually from, not early morning, but 9. We've got some snacks. The public's welcome. Actually, the public's more
Encouraged.
than welcome. We
Yeah.
really want you to have you there. Then we break for lunch and we kind of come back.
Yeah.
It's not entirely all day, but it's 2/3 of the day.
So we'll post the time when we get it, but please mark out your calendars, February 27th. That's a really important meeting. It sets what we're going to be working on over the next 6 months. It's discussions on things like, is Flanders Mansion going to be a priority? Street addresses, all those big things that we talk about. Where do they fall on the priority list of staff's capacity?
What's Flanders Mansion?
I'll tell you about it sometime.
Okay.
Yep. And then Monday next week, we've got the police building project special session with the city council. Singular topic, we're going to talk about that project. So that should be a really robust conversation. So lots of meetings happening, coming up in the future, lots of ways to get involved and give your opinions on things. So please come.
Please come and tell us what you think.
And with that, I want to just echo Chip's excitement on welcoming Anna Jeanette, our new community planning and building director. I had the privilege of working with Anna for several years at the county. I know she's fantastic, and we are very lucky to have her. And so, Anna, welcome. Most importantly, who are you rooting for Sunday in the Super Bowl?
It's got to be the Raiders. They're not playing.
They're not
Eagles.
playing. They'll probably never play in the Super Bowl. But
Oh.
I know. Sorry.
Ouch.
Well, I'm a Seahawks person, but whatever.
Pete Carroll's are.
I know. But yeah, so my daughter will be disappointed to hear you say that because she's rooting for Taylor Swift. But yeah, go Eagles. I agree. So welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you. About myself. So personally, I have been a planner forever. I've been doing planning for over 20 years. So I started when I was like 10.
Okay. Yep.
Nice.
I have 4 kids. My oldest daughter, she is a registered dental assistant and works in Monterey with a great dentist and a great team. My son is in the Air Force, and he is a mechanic for C-130s, the big giant cargo planes. Then the littles, I have a junior at Marina High and a 7th grader at ISM. I have a gorgeous dog.
Well,
a little
that's,
Rottie.
That's why we hired you.
Yeah.
Right. She's a Rottie, but she thinks she's a teeny tiny Chihuahua lapdog. And a couple of cats that come around. I am a football fan. I don't know what else.
That's great. That's great. And you'll get to what we've been telling Anna that's it's so important to get out and meet with the community, and she's already said I got meetings with folks to do that. So we're excited. You went to a couple meetings this week. What sort of observations do you have? What are you excited about to dig into in your new role?
First and foremost, I am excited to go out and meet the community. I did observe that there was a lot of public participation in the city council meetings and the 2 other meetings that I was able to attend. That's really exciting. Haven't really had that opportunity to do so the past 20 years, so it's really nice. It's a great change, and
Monterey County is just a little bit larger than
a little
our
bit.
1 square mile.
Yeah.
And just to note, again, if you don't have to be a community activist or in the design community, but please reach out to Anna and ask her to coffee or for a walk to get to know her, because again, she's going to be working obviously with our team, but for the community. So. Please reach out to her. Don't hesitate. I know most of you won't, so thank you. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Little interlude.
It's okay. I am a big believer of public service, so this will be a very exciting chapter.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, we're lucky to have you. I mean, people will learn that you have so much experience in planning. You're a CEQA beast, all about CEQA and love geeking out on that stuff, and that's a big topic these days. So we're lucky to have that professionalism on our bench now. So thank you for coming to join us, and I'm excited truly for the community to get to know you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. Also, the team, very welcoming.
Oh, good.
Got great staff, so.
Yeah, they are pretty
good.
Pretty
great.
good team, yeah,
Yep.
good.
For
All
sure.
right.
Well, so what we do here when we say goodbye is we tell everybody to take good care. So we look at the camera and we say, take good care.
Take good care.
Let's do it again.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Take good care.